clear path of what I should do as a business owner to grow my company in the direction that I want it to go.
We've had 30% revenue growth over 2 years, and so that's largely attributed to the work that we've been doing in the coaching, and also the work of the team as a whole. But that's all been improved through the coaching work.
One thing that happened when Chris first arrived, I gave him a tour of the studio and showed him the candles. I didn't quite expect him to be very enthusiastic about candles, being a man and all that. And he picked up one of my brochures and looked at it and immediately crossed out one of the sentences on the front and said, "There's something missing." And he wrote on it, "Specialist in." And that alone has made a huge difference to the business, because I was able to change from exquisite personalised candles for any occasion to specialists in exquisite personalised candles. And that has made a difference to the way I introduce my business verbally, but also I was able to extend the sentence on my invoices and on my promotional material and on the website signature, and it just positions my product and my business differently. It's been a big benefit.
It is a refresher every coaching session. I always walk out of there feeling better than I walked in, and usually I've got solutions and in my notes. I'm ready to go for the next week. So things that I have been avoiding or not looking forward to, I usually charge straight into that after my coaching session and just get a lot more done. It's also excellent to have someone there to hold me accountable, because it's not the kind of conversation that I'd normally have with anyone else. So it's quite a unique conversation in the way that it creates results, and like I said before, it's not the kind of conversation you'd want to have with other members in your life or family. So to be able to be 100% focused on business issues.
Develop the business in a better way so that it's got a really solid foundation now, and we can take on whatever comes along.
Implementing, creating the change rather than just thinking about it. Also, key business benefit would be team development. We really weren't doing much around team development prior to that starting, and now it's become an essential part of our business, and so grateful for that.
Often when I start working with somebody, I can see a whole bunch more potential in the business and in the person than they have goals for. Often the potential greatly exceeds the client's goals. Fundamentally, I'm here to help the client to achieve their goals, not to drive the client to achieve what I think they should get.
Coaching and direction for where I should keep my learning, what books I can read about business, who I can talk to, what meetings to go to. He sat in on a lot of really important business meetings with investors and franchise owners, and has provided so much wisdom in those sessions that where I've had absolutely no prior experience, and we've gotten amazing results, and the people at those meetings had a lot of good things to say about Chris afterwards. Even if Chris was being really hard with them, they said, "Wow, it's great to have someone that has done their research or is really on your side, and it's good to see that we're getting a serious response."
So lower staff turnover is one of the other things. Improved systems. We've got a more fine-tuned business machine now, so we can more clearly see the progress we're making or where we're at, and it's nice to be able to see in a glance how the business is going week to week, rather than kind of looking at it once every 6 months or at the end of the year. It's great to be in the habit of constantly measuring all the critical business measures.
Definitely the life skills, the personal skills that I've developed from Chris. Looking at situations in a different light has helped me out tremendously.
to me, success is, or life really, rather, I think is about looking at what's in front of me, looking at what I want, using a process of thinking and analysing and considering various options, selecting an option and then seeing what happens. And sometimes it works better than I expected or hoped, and sometimes it doesn't. And when it doesn't, I just learn from that and I have a crack at something else.